Rich Slam, 4-2-1. Standing like a stone wall. Takes a shot. Turns around. And runs away. And he lives to fight another day. I'm sorry. Here we are with an estimated 320 player historical rules event for you. This broadcast is being brought to you by the 6th New York Regiment. Our first round today is going to be the Maryland Heights, followed up by the Schoolhouse Ridge map. Here the regiment's playing on the Union side tonight, followed up by their opponents on the Confederate side. With that all in mind, server population right now is currently 330. The Union right now up by 11 on the CSA side. In terms of artillery, there is none on this map. So the infantry imbalance is going to now be 11. I was going to say now 12, but then the numbers fiddled and now we're back to 11. Frontline reporters for today. Union perspective, you have Canada here from the 20th Georgia, and then on the opposing Confederate side, you have Damox from the Texas Guards. Appreciate these guys so we can see what's going on the ground while also seeing what is going on in the sky. And if you were playing in this match, send me a link to your perspective, and that can go in the pinned comment of the video. So, Maryland Heights is a 4% ticket advantage to the defending Union team. The defending Union team, they have the 126 New York with the Enfield and the 32nd Ohio with the option of the Lorenz and the Springfield 61. Meanwhile, the CSA opposing side, the attacking side on this map, they have the 3rd South Carolina with the option of the Enfield and the Springfield 61, and the 18th Mississippi with the option of the Enfield, the Springfield 55, and also the Springfield 42. So, map is a fairly simple one. It's very hilly, though. With the point of contention being on the bottom, you're probably asking, why is everyone fighting on the top of the hill? Well, the top of the hill, you want the high ground. That's just instincts. But on top of that, too, if the CSA team can take the heights of the map, that means they can probably win a charge against the Union team, and then they can just keep slowly pushing the Union down and down and down the hill, past the point, and essentially trap the Union team near their spawn, which is down here. Now, when I say trap by spawn, I mean not trap here. I mean trap them as they're moving up, like about where this CSA regiment is. But nonetheless, the Union team cannot lose the high grounds on this map. And really, if they do, they just lose the game, which is very unfortunate. And I really think something the developers need to do with this game is they need to move the Union main spawn over to the Overlook here, although they probably don't want to because you can fall off and die. So maybe some Union guys would maybe troll and do that. But nonetheless, that is an argument for a different day. 11 Mississippi here for the Union side, pushing the point. CSA only almost early capped it, but 11 Mississippi stopped it there. 6 Arkansas is further up the hill from them. The 42nd Pennsylvania and the Great Lakes Division mixed in. Hunkering down on the rocks on the top of the hill. Really a mix of the rest of the Union team. I'll try to name them all. 20th Georgia here. The Alabama German Legion. You got 2 Corps, Roberts Brigade, 6 New York, Army Northern Virginia, Serpents Brigade. A lot. There's maybe some more I missed, as you saw in the intro. There's a lot of different regiments on each side, despite the high server pop. CSA opposing them. You got Hampton's Legion here and some Hood's Division with 7th Michigan, Colquitt's Brigade. They're on top of the hill, further down the hill. Have the 2nd United States Sharpshooters here in HMS tags. I don't remember what those are, but you got the British regulars beneath them, or the British Expeditionary Force. Got Lee's French Legion. And then the 2 Corps French, the 2 Corps Italians that we mentioned, were the Union guys. 12th Virginia here. And last but not least, Jenkins Brigade guys doing the flank around 11 Mississippi is pushing up on them. There is no bayonets until the until someone hits engage the next stage. There is no sprinting, rather, until the 32-minute mark. But that hypothetical timer is still ticking down, even though the black timer is frozen. And speaking of that, the Confederate team is early capped. It stops the black timer. The gold timer begins if the Confederates hold for the entirety of that gold timer, which for battle ready is 20 minutes. Battle ready, meaning the stage of the defenders, will determine what that gold timer is, and it's 20 minutes if they're in battle ready. But if the Confederates hold for all that, they win the game. Union, though, has 20 minutes to retake the point. And that guy got headshot. Jeez. There's some high body shots here, but Union team, obviously it's plenty of time to retake. 42nd Pennsylvania with Great Lakes Division, a couple of their guys here, but mostly 42nd Pennsylvania is on the point, and they are going to retake it soon to allow that black timer to continue. Now, if the Union team is down on tickets, since they are the defender, and you see they are, when they retake the point, they're going to slightly regain some tickets. Unless, of course, the CSA team prevents them from retaking it, which it looks like 12th Virginia and Lee's French Legion pushed up down here. So Lee's French Legion going to dink and dunk there. It looks like they ended up hitting a couple of good shots on the far side there. And yeah, I mean, if you're the CSA team, if you want to make this a shootout, what you're going to try to do here is cap the point as much as you can to stop the black timer. Because everyone's still losing tickets even though the timer stopped. So it's a really good play on part of CSA. And it is certainly a good way to win if you want to force a shootout. Because generally, even though 45 minutes, which is when the game starts, is a long period of time, is usually, barely if ever, enough time to actually get your opponent down a significant amount. So as a result, you can either charge or early cap to stop the timer. I prefer the charge, but we are in the historical rules event, and with no sprinting and no bayonets until a certain point, it could very well be the case that they just want to, you know, sit back and shoot it out for now, which, I mean, everyone's essentially spread out on the hill vertically. Union team looks like they're taking the point back very slowly. We'll see as they put more bodies on it. Who knows? Let's see, at least you got a good amount of guys that are just crouching. I think they're on the point, just trying to make sure they got numbers. Lone Mississippi here to help as well. Oh, I don't know how the Baron's not dead and the guy behind him got shot. I've seen the Baron do this once or twice the past day or so. And he gets a hit. Nice shot. And you can see that ragdoll there. Oh, it stopped. Oh. Oh, okay. So, back in the world of war rights. Union team looks like they're going to retake, although I said that last time and they were stopped. Lee's French Legion pushes up. Zolvada there got 3, and the Union will retake the point. So gold timer goes away. Black timer continues. Union was slightly down tickets, if any, so they regained those. But it wasn't like it was a significant amount. Union team's going to back off the point again, just trying to get cover, maybe. They're still on the point. But, yeah, I mean, this is what it can be. Generally, you see the CSA team just bomb rush the top of the hill to start the match, but again, maybe with the rules or just the way they want to play, they could shoot it out. Honestly, I could probably look at the strat sketch. The nice part about having access to the voice channels is I can see what their strat sketch says, at least if they post a link there, which both teams have. So it looks like the CSA's team intent was to send the regiments with the buck and ball to the top of the hill and send the other regiments without the buck and ball down to the bottom here. Now, I don't know if this is a shootout or a charge. They just have kind of lines generally drawn, which is maybe to hide it in case a random person decides to see it. Couldn't be me. But it looks like they have more of the groups down there to kind of cut Union off once they take the top of the hill. But again, they haven't really pushed it yet. Union defensive plan, on the other hand. There is large text on their strat sketch that says, if we lose the hill, don't effing go up the road. Anyways, we can look at that in a second. Here's a charge.
Get in there, boys. Shoot him in the face with buck and ball.
And, okay, it's a little momentum, a slow charge, but... More CSA pouring in. It's taking them some time, though.
Yeah, we got your flag, boy! We got your flag, boy!
Nah, you thought.
That's right!
Club them to death! Club them to death!
Push him off!
Hussy! Take that flag! Take that flag! Harris, take that flag! Sorry.
Dare you!
Form line and hold. Let me blast that flag.
So,
Keep pushing,
Confederate team is going to take the hill.
Go back there!
And what I think the Union team meant by the chord sheet is, so you have the Union main spawn down here, right? Union team can follow the road and it can wrap around up to the top here and then eventually wrap around to the point. Union team could just go straight up the hill here. And so I think that's what they're trying to say. Sometimes you'll see teams do this. I think we saw a Maryland campaign 2 weekends ago, Saturday night event, where a regiment did that at the end of the game and they weren't there when CSA tried to cap and win. And CSA ended up winning that charge. So I think to put more context of it, the Union team was up by a lot of tickets, and if they would have just won the charge on point, they would have won the game, but they didn't win the charge on game, and that was in part, it wasn't the biggest reason, but a contributing factor was a Union regiment just taking their dear sweet time running around the far side. So
We've taken battle damage.
CSA's done the first task here of taking the top of the hill. Woo! Nice little volley there. Didn't kill much, but a lot of Unions in good cover. He did hit some, though. So, CSA team, whenever they want, they could start pushing down the hill here, trying to force the Union team out. Union's in a pretty crappy situation at this point. They really, it's just, if you lose the top of the hill, you don't win the game.
Steady, boys, steady. Fire.
So, Union did lose one flag in that engagement. 5-minute despawn timer for that flag.
Giving conflicting orders.
So, CSA is going to keep the shootout here, doing very good on time. I mean, that early cap was a good 4 or 5 minutes, which the clock would be at the 29-minute mark, and CSA would kind of not be doing too good on time right now relative to the amount of tickets the Union team lost. For reference, in my opinion, you want to hit the defenders down to engage by the 30-minute mark, and that's if you're keeping a consistent drop in tickets.
I can flank them. I can just flank them.
Come on, boys. Hey, Matt, that smoke. Aim low with the smoke. Come on.
You got flashbang back into life.
Load it.
Ooh. Man, when you can just so clearly hear the guy get hit, that's kind of like, ugh. But at this point, it's just going to come down to CSA aggression. How much do they want to push the pace? Which, they'll eventually do it. They might be waiting for sprinting. I mean, you already got some of the CSA. Looks like they're pushing up this way. 2nd United States Cavalry with 7th Michigan's up here. Using the rocks as cover again. There's a lot of cover here, especially with the elevation change. Except for that guy. But it's, you know, there's a good amount of places to hide.
Hey, 20 Georgia AGL, let's use this line back here.
On canister.
Oh my God.
Same thing back here.
So, CSA's pushing down the hill. Looks like they're trying to go for a flank. I thought they were just going straight down. I'm like, why are they not going on this side? But they're trying to get a flank here. That was an execution.
Focus your right oblique, gentlemen. Enemy colors right there. I want those flag. That flag on
Shoot them down, boys. Shoot them down. Shoot them all down, boys.
Jam urging his men to push forward, and they shall. No bayonets still. That's why they don't have them.
That's a bail. That's a bail. That's a bail.
Get away. Away with ye. Come here, boy. I'm here so I can beat you on the club. I can beat you at the club.
Beat him to death. Beat him to death.
Don't you touch me.
Beat him to death. Beat the skulls in, man.
And Confederate reinforcements surge in and push the Union team back. Engage just hit. I'm part of the Union team, so bayonets are now equipable. Union loses a 2nd flag here. Russian Legion is friendly firing right now. And CSA is slowly but surely pushing this Union team down the hill. Man, that if that was Jam from Copeland's Brigade who tried to urge the guys forward there, apologies if it wasn't him, but that was very much a glory moment. One of the officers or whatever dies trying to urge the men forward, and they all surge through. But unlike that, they don't win in that. I'm sorry if I spoiled the movie. It's been out for a long time. Army of Northern Virginia is trying to wrap up the far side. Lee's French Legion. Some 12th Virginia guys have noticed, though.
Turn. Down the hill, boys. Achilles pants fast.
Sorry.
Viva la fucking France, how about that?
The Army of Northern Virginia is going to get the wipe here. Carl Lewis trying to get the flag out. Killer misses a shot. Common A and VL. I'm kidding. Good job, Carl Lewis, there to get the flag out. Jenkins Brigade in 12th Virginia shifted this way, and Army of Northern Virginia's little push-up is kind of smothered out here. More CSA reinforcements. Hampton's Legion and Hood's Division is wrapping around, and Army of Northern Virginia is going to be heavily outnumbered. Union still maintains the point, despite the situation at hand. And it's just, again, Union team's going to have to charge uphill. You already push uphill slower. And CSA is going to have the shotguns and the 42. It's going to be very difficult.
Get it out of my left. Facing northeast. North, coming in from the north. Flag, get down the hill. Get the flag. Stabbing guys. Shoot the flag if you got it on.
That guy might have been team killed. Right, look at his body roll. How much CSA side. Huge wipe there. Army of Northern Virginia flag down. So that's a second Union flag that is currently down. And CSA team is on point, has the numbers. They're going to early cap this here. At least that's what they're moving to do. And in all likelihood, they could hold this for the gold timer limit, which will be 12 minutes. That's what it is. Since Union's in engage, you might be like, well, why is it 12 minutes? Well, that's what it is. It just is what it is. There's no reason other than the devs wanted it to be that way.
I think they're moving right.
So, Union team's going to have 12 minutes to try to retake the point. If they don't, CSA wins the game. And again, it's going to be a very difficult thing for them to do.
We are 4 guys.
The most difficult. Like, sir, we can't charge uphill. You know, it's very scary. It's very, very scary. They got guns up there. It's probably what the Union's like right now. Like they got the shotguns. We can't do it. We can't do it. But that's what they must do. They must try and either fail or succeed. They must do what is required of them. And they are starting to push forward to try to counter this. Roberts Brigade mixed in with some New York Volunteers guys.
If you need to, get low. Where's my fucking Bangalore? Right up the Bangalore.
Alright, you can just, the CSA line, very ominous there. So black timer stops, gold timer begins. Again, 12 minutes.
For the love of God, there's so many men to my front.
Alright, McFluff, I'll go first. If I go down, you go next.
I believe you, Spicy Llama.
Just keep popping.
Dodging shots. Left to right. Oh, he goes down. No one followed him. Uh-oh. McFluff going up the hill now. He turns around. He dodges some shots and then goes down. Who's next? Holy crap.
I believe in us.
They got a flag behind us, friendly one.
He won't come up because if he does, he dies.
So, zooming out here. Looks like you have some Union guys trying to wrap around and flank. I mean, here's the thing for the Union team. Union team either has to push up directly to the point, which is already a very hard thing to do. They could try to wrap around and get above the CSA team, which might be the intent of what those Union guys are doing on the far side. Also, you have some guys pushing up the hill on the left here. Colquitt's Brigade going there. Docks is... Yeah, they're taking a... They're trusting this rock to not all of a sudden just collapse on them. Wouldn't that be a scary thing? Huge charge here. By that, I mean a very little charge, but here comes some more. New York Volunteers, watch out behind!
Just with the enemy, standing with the enemy, you weren't stabbing him.
I know, mate, because I thought I might get kicked for Rambo, and I didn't want that.
Oh, I gotcha.
The procedure is parliamentary. Did you just die to full damage? That's,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
just died to full damage. That's fucking hilarious. You just died to full damage.
So that charge is won by CSA. Union flag, one of them will get out, or I I don't know if one gets out, but at least one is down. Army of Northern Virginia here on the flank push with 20th Georgia and 13th Georgia. Further to the left, you got the 42nd Pennsylvania trying to wrap around the side. And if I'm the CSA team over here, I push this. You just wiped a huge portion of the Union team. You for sure outnumber them. How is this guy alive right here? No cover whatsoever. Standing up, reloading. Who is it? Ian.
Alright, boys, we're still in the pit fire. Just keep it up.
Look at that. Shot just went over his head. He doesn't care. Guy's dropping around him. Still doesn't care. Another one goes down. They're all in cover. He's not. Ian must be built. Aww. 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 7th Michigan's pushing up. Jeez. These guys are getting slaughtered here. Oh. Rich Slam. 4-2-1. Standing like a stone wall. Takes a shot. Turns around. And runs away. And he lives to fight another day. I'm sorry. Oh, jeez. You know,
if you spawn flag, go west.
what a good time. Oh. 42nd Pennsylvania looks like they've wrapped up to the top of the hill. You can see CSA kind of mirroring. Good on CSA for that. It's a very wooded area. There's a little woods. Army of Northern Virginia, the Italians are 2 Corps Great Lakes Division, 42nd Pennsylvania up here. You got Hood's Division, and I assume Hampton's Legion's with is countering. Let's not assume. You can never assume things in life. Oh, they are both here. I was right. But, yeah, we don't assume. You can never assume, unfortunately. Unless it's like a 100% known fact. But Hampton's Legion and Hood's Division, they're getting very buddy-buddy. Edgewise.
Oh yeah, independent.
Independent fire. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Stop, drop, and roll. That's what they say when you are in a fire. And so that's what, look at that. Perfect demonstration of what happens if your clothes are on fire. Stop, drop, and roll. Union team looks like more and more trying to wrap around here. This fight on the top of the hill is going to be very important. Union do outnumber the Confederates here. Hood's Division and Hampton's Legions feeling a little ballsy here. They're going to push up.
There's another unit, another unit.
Fish north, hit show, fish north, independent fire, hit show, get on the
And they are pinched.
Hard cover. Independent fire, everything is
Reinforce the rocks, independent fire.
They're down the hill as well. Fuck.
That flag up. That flag up.
Pick up the flag. Hard cover, independent fire.
Hey, to the west. We got enemy to the west too.
And here comes Union.
We're charging. Northwest. Space it, hit this, space, spear wall.
You're not using to the tree, shine them after the tree. Here comes more CSA reinforcements. Hold the rocks. Charge the next group.
British regulars up here for CSA, but they're outnumbered.
Ah, no, not the pistols.
Reconstitute. You're independent fire to the south.
That guy on the right, that CSA guy didn't have his load, and he just died.
My hairy fucking.
Give me that scout. I want
Yeah.
that scout. Who is that?
Alright, killer. The Union team gets a huge win up top on the hill. CSA still have their flag, which is the important thing. CSA main spawn. Good amount of ways. Army of Northern Virginia's trying to get that flag down. Or both flags down, rather, and they're unable to do so. So good job on CSA for getting their flags out there. Colquitt's Brigade turns uphill now.
Get that flag, Hold on this line, hold those rocks.
And flag bearer's doing a good job. That's Fineo from 8th Florida. And Colquitt's Brigade's gonna and I don't know what refused the line, but at least reinforcement up here.
Second to right.
And the Union team is now outnumbered up on top of the hill. Not too much going on the center side. Well, it looks like you got a couple of Union guys pushing up the point. We're under 5 minutes on the cap. Robert's brigade is here. Well, they only got a couple of them there. Union in the center pushing up.
Fuck it, we can't stop moving. Bayonets down. I'm going for the right rocks. Let's go.
I like that call. You don't want to sit and get in a close range shootout with guys who got shotguns.
Oh putain, c'est désolé. Oh, tu meurs. Weak charge, what a weak charge.
Ok, un outil, une direction.
And so, Confederates will hold that.
Let's go. Keep pushing.
And again, a very difficult map for the Union team to try to push. Looks like we got a little charge at the far southwest here. A teeny tiny one. Irish Volunteer Brigade, 2nd United States Cavalry, being pushed out by 6 Arkansas.
Don't get all the way up to that flank. Don't get all the way up to that flank.
Hold.
They hold it out, so Union doesn't have much longer. Again, if a Union group gets wiped, they got to spawn all the way down here. CSA main spawn is all the way in Timbuktu over there. It's a better spot than Union, but still far away. So both teams keeping their flags up this round. Union's lost a couple, but the Confederates not losing any of their flags in these engagements is very, very commendable. But Union is probably going to have one more shot at this with the guys on the top of the hill here. Although it does look like they are outnumbered in the vicinity. You still got a good amount of Union units pushing up from the main spawn area too. Look at the view of Harper's Ferry. Yeah, this is awesome. That'd be cool if we could fly.
I'm honestly scared.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, cool. We go together.
Yeah, so kill that.
Up on the right side.
So it looks like Union up here gonna mount up for their last attempt at the point.
Company crouch.
Down the hill, boys. Down the hill. Bayonets down.
It looks like they're gonna go. Here they come. CSA pushing up here. Oh geez, they're under crossfire. That charge is held. More Union charging the top CSA here. CSA in that first part of the charge pushing up to help out.
Where's the blue boys? Hey, give me a foreskin. You're not supposed to be here.
And with that, Union team is swept on the top of the hill. Any resistance on the bottom of the hill? Little here. But that is held. Last of the Union forces got to push up the point directly, and that's what they're doing right now.
Keep going.
Give us
Don't throw our point back. Give us our point back. Give us our point back. Give us our point back.
Even though Union have won this charge, you got a lot of CSA over here. They're going to gun it over here again. They hold it for a minute, and they win this game. If I were them, I'd be gunning it to the point. And CSA is starting to take it back. Well, most of the Union team in their main spawn. This is going to be a CSA victory.
Stand your ground. Get away from my man. Get away from him.
Don't kill me.
Wait. Didn't say please.
Hold the line. Keep going.
Move, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, let's hear what the Union team is saying at this time. Surely all pleasant and beautiful and wonderful things. Well, that is a way to end the round. My goodness. A couple team kills there. But, yeah, CSA did everything they needed to do. Very simple map. I mean, most maps in this game can be described really simply. Like, here's a thing or two you have to do, and you'll probably win the game. And, I mean, CSA did that. Union and CSA decently spread out. CSA won the charges at the top of the hill, collapsed down, pushed Union off completely, early capped the points. Never gave it back. Union tried a couple different ways to go at the point, but none of them were successful. And so, you know, props to the CSA there. I mean, you get why Union was spreading out at the beginning, but I wish they would have kept the majority of their team on the top of the hill. Like, you can give up the bottom of the hill, but you can't give up the top of the hill. So, nonetheless, regardless, a very difficult map for the Union team. And they fought admirably. But nonetheless, I don't even know if I said that word admirably. There we go. I felt like I said that right, not the first time. But we will see you all shortly for the second round. And before we get into the second round, I would like to greatly thank our YouTube members for their support. Their support is greatly appreciated as it allows me to continue doing the work that I do, on top of start to expand the channel and do many other great ideas that I've been thinking about for a long time, but we finally get to do them. If you're interested in becoming a member, hit the join button beneath the video where you can get a live stream of all the War of Rights broadcasts that we do and get exclusive videos on the weekly. On top of this, I would like to greatly appreciate our sponsors for this broadcast. And speaking of those sponsors, here are a few words that they would like to share with you. And with that being said, I hope you enjoy the second round. And here we are with the start of our second round here on the Schoolhouse Ridge. It feels weird. It feels like it shouldn't be raining because the sun would be so beautiful, but yet here it is. Anyways, with that all being said, the sides switched from the previous round, so Union now CSA and vice versa. 340 is the total pop. CSA right now up by 5 on the Union side. Now make that 7. Now make that 9. In terms of artillery, it keeps fluctuating. Each side has the option. CSA is taking 14, the Union taking 13. So the infantry in balance is going to be 5 in favor of the CSA side. Again, that might twiddle around, but who knows. This map is a 5% ticket advantage to the defending Union side. Not a whole lot here. The Union defense, they have the 126th New York with the Enfield and the 32nd Ohio with the option of the Lorenz and the Springfield 61. Meanwhile, the CSA attack, oh my goodness, they're pushing forward. 6 Louisiana with the option of the Enfield and the Springfield 55. And the 13th Virginia with the option of the Enfield, the Springfield 55, and the Springfield 42. So, traditionally, CSA like to take this corner of the map. Allows them to get a flank on the whole road here and push down to where the point is in the center of it. Although I'm surprised they're not charging. Okay, so guys are holding in the little creek here while the rest of the team is wrapping around the left side. 20th Georgia, 6th Arkansas leading this for CSA. And the Union team, a bit of a pickle right now. Oh!
I've been hit with buck and ball.
A nice arty shot there from CSA. And the Union line kind of pivots a little bit, but as we can see, CSA artillery is going to be able to shell the living crap out of this corner here. You got Army Northern Virginia. They're trying to wrap around to the flanking side there. Meanwhile, you got 20th Georgia, 6th Arkansas. We saw them earlier, already positioned up here. And then down by the creek, you have the New York Volunteers, 11th Mississippi, and 13th Georgia. Union opposing them. You got a mix of guys here and there, but you got 12th Virginia in the little stream there. You got Hampton's Legion and Russian Legion here on the roadside with conscripted Virginian Army. And then kind of shifting to this side, you have the French of Two Corps, Colquitt's Brigade, Irish Volunteer Brigade, and the 2nd United States Cavalry. You can see Army Northern Virginia is deflated, and I'm pretty sure they have some rocks too. They do indeed. So far CSA's got good positioning, but can they actually take the ground? Right now they're slightly down on tickets, which again, it's not a huge deal, right? It's an insignificant amount.
se les prendre un coup de canon par contre. Je crois que le canon c'est le plus petit problème actuellement.
But for now, at least the shootout's commencing on that side. You have a couple Union guys on the far side here. You got the British regulars holding pretty far back. And then 7th Michigan, sometimes CSA team will like to push over through the woods here. But they're not doing that. So it's just almost wasted manpower in a sense. But obviously they might think CSA still will be over there. CSA battery location, far to the west side. Union battery location on the opposite east-northeast side. Pretty far away from the fight, but they got a nice overview of all things. And they still miss. But anyways, at least that CSA artillery shot missed indeed. So Hampton's Legion shifting over as Army of Northern Virginia is being reinforced by the 42nd Pennsylvania. Some Great Lakes Division guys mixed in.
I'll take it out 2 ranks. 2 ranks left and right.
And again, they have no sprinting. Actually, I'm not sure of that. Let's check. Yeah, no sprinting until 32. No bayonets till someone hits engaged. I was just a little unsure because of this map being a little bigger one, but you know, they don't seem to care about that. Now, the Union forces are going to have a little company on this side. The Italians of 2 Corps are making their way into the woods, getting shot, the officer down. Meanwhile, CSA on the opposing side looks like they're going to actually push up to the corner here as Union backs off a little bit. You can see the artillery has destroyed the stake fence here. Probably CSA artillery, but you never know, right? They're getting absolutely beautiful shots on the Union team. Some of the lines already falling back. You can see in the distance here. Now you got the Hamptons Legion backing off. Meanwhile, more Union here, Dinkin and Duncan.
Guys, HL's pulled back from the left. 2 Corps HL's pulled back from the left. LFL.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the ASMR of the field. I had to go grab a blanket. And I'm starting to feel a little sick, guys. You know, we love it. It's like a little cold. But anyways, Union team is being thrown back here by the CSA side again. If they can get that buck and ball regiment with the shotguns close, although they might just not be taking it and might just be out killing them. It could very well be the case. But I mean, CSA did surround the position. Artillery put in some good shots. And the Union team completely is thrown back here by a solid CSA approach. I mean, you see this a lot, or a good amount, at least this weekend anyways. One team will be kind of clumped up in a center area, and the opposing team will just surround them and shoot them down. And in War of Rights, if you're ever surrounded by an opposing team in a shootout, if your whole team is surrounded, I mean that literally, or similar numbers, like if half your team is sitting in a clump and the opposing team has half their team surrounding you, you punch out. That's the thing. War of Rights numbers are fairly even generally most of the time. Again, if we look at the server pop, right, CSA 173, Union 168. 5-man difference, not going to make a huge difference, all things considered. And so if the enemy is surrounding you, and you are all clumped up in the center, you have to punch out right away. You can't just sit there and let them shoot you down. Now, in some very rare cases, you can survive that, but most of the time you're not, as we just saw with the CSA team surrounding, enclosing, trapping, murdering, slaughtering, sending to the abyss, and all the above. They're just doing all of that to the Union team, and the Union team just kind of let it happen because they're like, we need to stay on the snake fence. At that place, you just got to charge. Even if the charge doesn't work, it'll be a better outcome than what we saw there. That's crazy CSA counter batter. Oh, there's a Union already shot decently over there. And it looks like the CSA team putting themselves on the point. Going to try to early cap like we saw the CSA do in the previous round. As a reminder, though, the CSA last round and now Union, and vice versa. They did a little thing called swapping sides. The heroes became the traitors, and the traitors became the heroes. Most of you will agree what sides I'm talking about. Anyways. Wow, we're just going to leave that up to mystery. Have fun with that one. By that, I mean, have fun myself when that gets clipped out of context 5 years down the line. But anyways. That's the best part about doing this for so long is I've got so many hours of my voice out there and me saying crap. There's probably make a compilation of something. My days. So CSC is going to early cap here. They are slightly up on tickets, but not by a significant amount to where I think it really matters. Early capping here, no harm whatsoever. Just because, again, especially on a big open map like this, you're going to see a little more of a shootout occurring. I mean, granted, this historical rules event, that's what you see anyways. And so stopping that black timer, giving you more time as an attacker to bring everyone's tickets down is a really good thing. And the defenders, it's going to force them to charge, which inevitably will bring down people's tickets more, assuming the CSA team maintains position on the point, which you got 11 Mississippi on here. New York Volunteers on that snake fence as well. The Italians of 2 Corps and 6 Arkansas popping shots with the British Regulars and Russian Legion here.
Hey, pull it back. Use the deflate right here. Hey, hold right here.
Rip that off, sir. So Union team's going to have 20 minutes. 20 minutes because the defenders are in battle ready. That's just what it is. There's no reason behind it. And they will have to retake the point. And now a little over 19 minutes. Or if not, CSA will take the game. And we can probably look here quickly to see what the specific big ticket balance changes were for this map. Because this map, at least before the update with the ticket balance changes that they did for the 1776 event, the problem is that, so they've had the initial ticket balance of the game, and then they increased, they did 2 ticket balance, they've done 3 so far, 3 ticket balance changes. The first 2 were unilateral increases for everyone's tickets. They never decreased anyone's tickets, but this ticket balance change, a lot of the maps, they just decreased tickets, which I think was a good thing because it was starting to get to the point, like with this map especially, where if you go watch videos of this map over the past month or 2, these matches go more than 45 minutes to an hour long most of the time, just because it is impossible for either side to lose tickets. I mean, there's been a lot of fighting so far, a lot of close range fighting, and I mean, tickets are down a good amount, but again, this is post-update. Looking at the ticket balance change for this map, they removed some CSA tickets, and they removed 10 seconds off the final push timer. So that's crazy. The average pop for that was 186, and again, we're a little higher than a 186. So obviously, the balance of the game is going to be different on a 200 or a couple 150 higher pop server. Just because there's a lot more people shooting. The defenders can cover a lot more ground. The attackers can bulldoze a lot more guys. But this is such a big map that it doesn't impact, the balance doesn't impact it as much. Well, I don't know about that. But anyways, it's a very huge map. It's the biggest, some may say. It's actually not. I think Coquelicot's defense was bigger. Oh, crap. Speaking of maps, I've just been talking about maps too much, and I'm like, we got to do the War of Rights yearly survey again. And have people vote on what the best maps are. We've done it for like 4 some years at this point, and that'll be cool. That'll be cool. It's cool because you do it over a long enough period of time, and it's like you kind of get like what people are thinking of the maps. But nonetheless, a couple minutes have gone through the timer. Most of the Union team has kind of positioned themselves in the road here. Meanwhile, up top here, you got Colquitt's Brigade, Hampton's Legion, Hood's Division, Irish Volunteer Brigade. They are kind of flanking, but the problem is you got nearly the whole CSA team by the point. So if any one of these 2 Union progs go in, the other one's going to have to see that and also respond as well. Otherwise, Union's just going to probably be defeated in detail here. But something I think is, I mean, what, this early cap's almost gone on for 5 minutes. CSA team has lost over a half morale stage in tickets. The Union team has lost I mean, both sides have lost about a half morale stage in tickets right now. Since the early cap has started. And that's huge, right? Because that is a crap ton of tickets that the defenders and the attackers lost, but more importantly, the defenders lost. And that black timer's not moving down at all.
Shots for you.
The Union up top looks like they're trying to circle around and get the CSA groups that are on the far side here. 42nd Pennsylvania. Mixed in with Great Lakes Division, and to their left a little more, you got the Kentucky Outlaws. I wonder if this Union group, they're trying to wrap around, hit the CSA here, and then get to the corner position that CSA was at, and then pinch them. Could very well be the case. But CSA here, they can't be caught lacking. They just got to back up. That's what some of them are doing anyways. It's a good thing to see. Union's inching down the snake fence near point, getting closer to the CSA lines. And it looks like we'll probably have something going on this side of the map soon. All CSA got out. Good on them.
Up and over the snake fence.
Up and over on the fence, gentlemen. Creep pocket. Nope.
So they get a little bit reinforcements in the 11th Mississippi. Union team should really be punching in from both sides here. Army, Northern Virginia, 13th Georgia flanking. I mean, the Union team can really collapse in and hit the CSA at the same time, but I mean, honestly, CSA split is pretty split. So if one of these Union prongs charge, they might have an even shot. See what they do, though. Union's getting up into the snake fence to the south side of the map here. They can't sit. They're encircled a little bit. Great arty shot.
Stand up. Get your ass.
Was that friendly?
I'm keep shooting.
On the fence, boys. On the fence. On the fence, boy. On the fence. On the fence. On the fence.
Just over.
Break your reloads.
Get those fellas up over here, gentlemen.
You can't sit on the snake fence. You're being pounded by artillery. You can see the CSA team is looking to pinch them again. You see this too much. I mean, at this point, it might be too late for the Union here to try to pitch out. I mean, great, little off, but it still did the job already there. And now, who's this? Oh, man. Army, Northern Virginia shutting the door. They're trying to make sure these flags can't get out.
Shit, we're still a double quick. I forget. Oop.
No, sprinting is loud.
Wait. Oh, sprinting live? Oh, beautiful. Alright, charge right. Hit this group first.
We haven't got that.
Oh, did I get that flag?
Kentucky Outlaws here. Good job by them to pinch out. Looks like they'll get both of the Union flags down. So that's a huge stop. And the Union on the other side did not push at all. They stayed stagnant. And as a result, CSA team, after defeating the Union over there, can bounce back over here and hold the point if Union decides to push. Be intriguing to see how aggressively the CSA team tries to keep these Union flags down, though, because they got a 5-minute despawn timer on it, and that can kill a good portion of this. What do you want to call it? Counterattack, yeah. Wow. Forgetting things already. I woke up this morning, and I thought it was a weekday, and so I'm like, crap, I gotta work today, and I saw my alarm was set to a later part of the day than what it normally is. Normally I wake up at like 7:05, but I had it set to 7:20, and I'm like, why am I having my alarm so late? It's a work day. But then I open my phone, I'm like, oh yeah, it's Sunday. We still got another War of Rights events to do, and to see some War of Rights charges just like this. Here they are. Not a big one.
I suck at aiming.
No way. Come here.
Hey, kill them all. Unite.
Union flags gotta watch it. Union team having, and they're killing some CSA, but they're not gonna break through. CSA already gets a color too. Union flags are out there. Army Northern Virginia sees the flags and they want to kill them.
Friendly's lost on the left.
Oh, never mind. He's just cutting through to shut the door on these guys. Ooh. The volley from a distance. Union flags. Those two are going to get out. Opposite side. Looks like the CSA is kind of letting the Union team get the flags back. And Union team's going to reset regardless. It's going to take them a few minutes to get ready again.
Sit down.
Try to push, hopefully, in as a whole team.
Take a knee, boys. Take a knee. Hold your lead. Anthony, also bandits are allowed, champ.
Yes, I'm aware. Get them on then.
So if you are
Follow me,
Fix bandits.
There's any BF.
Fucking pissed off that we lost our flag. It's like super fucking passive. Alright, gentlemen.
Huh.
Wait, what's that flag on the left there?
It's just, I was looking at the, I was going to mention this at the beginning. I was looking at the stretch, and the CSA team was just go to this corner and then push the point. That was all their plan. Union. It looks like they were just going to spread out. They put "Are we live?" question mark on the page. It's a good question. Maybe this isn't live. Maybe we're not even live yet. You know, they should consider that. Maybe the Union team is waiting for CSA to win the game and be like, nope, it's actually not live. We need to restart the round. And then they'll figure out what CSA wants to do and then completely change their strategy and react. Would be very sad. I don't know about very sad, but it's happened before where a match went live and one of the teams thought it was mustering. I wasn't there for it, but the fallout that happened from that, because it was a competitive event too. Nice arty shot. It's like half the line couldn't shoot there. But yeah, it was a competitive event. It was I don't know if it was BLN Wednesday. I think it was in BLN Wednesday. Back in that heyday. Years ago. Back in my day. We didn't have the ticket bar. We just had the bar.
Alright, pull it back. We're not allowed to engage. Let's go.
Jeez, yeah, it used to be the ticket bars wouldn't go down at all. It just showed a, I don't remember if it was a blank bar, like the color, or if it was like a blue or red bar behind the engaged text. Like it would just be a full blue for Union, full blue, and it would say engaged, and full red for CSA and say engaged, and it wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't change until the side dropped to the next stage. So you kind of had to guess it. There's a good amount of argument if that was a good change or not. Which definitely helps newer people, that's for sure, and everyone, including us watching here, knows how much, or rather the standing of the team in terms of tickets. And at least the proponents of keeping it how it was before was like, it required you to be a good officer to kind of guess when you were going to knock your opponents down. So... Union teams wrapped around here. It's Hampton's Legion, Hood's Division, London, Mississippi, Army, Northern Virginia, charging them out.
I come to bonk you. You're gonna get the bonking. Oh, your flag is down.
Already shot hit there, knocked down a lot of the Union line. You heard it.
Retreat! Oh god, there's CSA up here.
And so you still got some Union guys left. They need to run the flag out that way.
Get out of bounds, get out of bounds, keep running.
How far is Bix gonna make it? Much longer tilts. Oh, okay, he's got a little ways to go. But yeah, that's a huge hold for the CSA team. Again, these Union groups, if they're gonna come in independently and be defeated in detail, then that's just gonna prove very nicely for a CSA team. Meanwhile, far side of the map, you got a shootout. You got a shootout in the center here. That's probably where a little more of the action's gonna be. But we have a charge over here in the meanwhile. That's a clean sweep there. Good job, 42nd Pennsylvania. Opposite side of the map. Not much outside of a shootout still. I mean, we're almost 3/4 of the way through the counterattack so far, and Union has not had a good attempt at the point yet.
Form quickly, facing west. On the line facing west. Flag behind the rock. Flag, grab the rock. Oh shit, someone grab flag. Someone grab flag. Someone grab it. Someone grab it. Your friendlies have the left. Okay.
I mean, the problem is, too, is that the Union team keeps spreading out and doing things independently. It's just going to spread them out more. And Union's not going to be able to do something against a CSA team who, for the most part, is around the point. I mean, they're just going to keep being defeated in detail. And CSA already sees some good shots. And for Union Arty, unfortunately, Union infantry hasn't been in a good spot for Union Arty to really be effective. Because artillery is best when it can support the infantry. Artillery on its own cannot win the game outright. Nice charge here from Army Northern Virginia. Not them. 20th Georgia. Sorry. And they get a flag down. But yeah, artillery, you know, they're going to get kills. They're going to knock down people on their own. But they're not going to 100% change the match. This War of Rights is always going to be an infantry game mode in the end. And artillery is a good support. And again, artillery has its place. But the infantry has to be winning in order, or competitive at least, and when I say competitively, I mean like charging and getting up in the enemy's face. And if that's not the case, artillery can't be as effective as it can be. Because, you know, if it's in a shootout, artillery shoots, kills, you know, 5 guys. They're going to spawn back in, all of them in, what, those 5 guys, 25 seconds as the flag is in formation. It'll knock down some other people. But that's not really going to change the whole dynamic of a shootout. But if there's a charge and already hits right beforehand, knocks down a bunch of people, kills some of the enemy, that's huge. So, and I mean, Union, some independent pockets of the Union team have been pushing out, a little outnumbered, and CSA Artillery's done their job beautifully supporting it. You can see who these guys are briefly. 42nd Pennsylvania Gunners here, and then Surface Brigade on that side. And again, it is not kind of crapping on Union Artillery. The infantry hasn't had, you know, at least from what I've seen anyways, there hasn't been very good many places for, outside of the initial part of the round where the infantry could do much here. You got Texas Guards over here. And Jenkins Brigade, although they're infantry. A couple artillerymen, but nonetheless, looks like the bulk of the Union infantry is going to try to push the extreme CSA right side. You can see only one group is going in right now. 1 or 2 while the rest are sitting back. Why? Hampton's Legion's going in with some Colquitt's Brigade. And why aren't they going in with more numbers here? CSA is spreading themselves out a little too much, and Union could pick apart here.
Vive la France! Je t'ai mis, toi. Toi, tu meurs, toi. Non, mais viens, je vais te cueillir. Pour la France! Pour la Corse! La Corse libre! Vous mourrez, toi aussi, la poupou!
Police French Legion's going to get the wipe on 11 Mississippi. Army Northern Virginia is being pushed back. Meanwhile, 20th Georgia is being pressed from the far side by 12th Virginia, 7th Michigan, and the French of 2 Corps. The Union team's got a little push-up, CSA a little spread out. And Union team's working it a little. 1 CSA flag down. There's an already shot. Union might have a shot here to retake the point in the final few minutes of the cap. CSA down 2 flags, actually. Actually, one of them gets picked up. That flag in the distance looks like it will be recovered. CSA main spawn's not too far away, so they should be able to get up here. Union team, you wipe down a couple flags, you got to push the pace there. Looks like that one CSA flag that was just dropped is getting out. Look at him go. Good on him. Union team, this is probably the best chance they've had to retake the point. And they need to go. Obviously, 2 minutes left, but it won't be long for before those guys that got wiped will come back, and CSA Artillery can hit a shot. Now, here's a moment where Union Artillery can hit big.
Push, 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 push. Push the point, everybody push your asses in there. Get the point, get the win, get the net. Do everything else. Push the win. Go. Everybody go.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Come with me! Come with me!
Get that fucking flag up. Counter, get
that flag, charge through.
Push on, push through.
All these fuckers push the flag.
Spam T, gentlemen, spam T! Keep on going, boys! I want push! Keep working, bonk and stab and go!
Keep going! Keep going! We're on point right here! That shot! Come here.
And Union team breaks through. They're starting to take the point back. I don't know why all the CSA wasn't on point there. You got Army of Northern Virginia, I assume, from CSA main spawns pushing in. They're heavily outnumbered. Here comes 42nd Pennsylvania.
Yeah, give me some! Give me some!
Give him hell, Montgomery.
Give me some!
Whoops. Hello, everybody. How are you?
CSA's actually taking the point back. I didn't look like they were gonna, but I guess out of nowhere that just kind of happened. And CSA's gonna win the game. All right. I thought Union was gonna retake that. Wow, that changed really fast. I must have just missed something. But yeah, CSA team's going to get a very good win here on the Schoolhouse Ridge. 2 early caps, 2 straight holds, 2 long holds, but yet 2 victorious holds. That's all that matters. Majority of this video in a counterattack. Wow. But yeah, Union team there, they just had to group up more and try to go more at it. They went in way too independently, and then when it mattered at the end, you know, they grouped up. But again, grouping up at the last minute like that only gives you one shot, and that one shot did not work. So as a result, they lost the match. Good job on the CSA side. So, yeah, really not much more to say than that. I'd like to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel more, go beneath the video, hit the join button. By doing so, you can get a live stream of the War of Rights broadcast that we do, and get exclusive videos on the weekly. If you're playing this match, send me a link to your perspective, and that can go in the pinned comment of the video. And if you want to sponsor the broadcast in a variety of ways, check out the Patreon in the description. Thanks to the 6 New York for sponsoring this broadcast. And we will see you all in the next one. God bless. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day or night or evening or morning or day or minute or second. I don't know. I'm just stalling. Have a good rest of your day.